Welcome to this new episode brought to you by Vault of 15, your #1 top 15 list maker. Throughout history, a rare few have lived a life beyond imagination. Two souls bound by nature, sharing one body. Some became icons of medicine, others symbols of courage, tragedy, or love. Today we uncover 15 of the most famous Siamese twins in history, stories that reveal the limits of science, the strength of human will, and the meaning of living as one. Number 15. Abby and Brittany Hensel. Born in Minnesota in 1990, Abby and Brittany Hensel are the most famous living conjoined twins. They share one torso, two arms, and two legs, yet each controls her own side of the body. Despite endless media fascination, they've built quiet, successful lives as teachers. They drive, travel, and work seamlessly together, a perfect example of instinctive harmony. Abby and Brittany have never wanted separation. Their independence comes from unity, not division. Their story shows that a shared life can still be entirely one's own. Number 14. Carmen and Lupita Andrade. Born in Mexico and raised in the United States, Carmen and Lupita Andrade gained attention on social media for their humor and honesty about life as conjoined twins. Joined at the chest and pelvis, they share vital organs but lead independent emotional lives. Carmen is in a relationship, while Lupita identifies as asexual. Their openness has made them powerful advocates for acceptance and body positivity. Far from the stage lights of history, they built a modern story of representation, proving that connection doesn't limit individuality. Number 13. Ladan and Laleh Bijani. Ladan and Laleh Bijani from Iran were joined at the head and lived almost 30 years yearning for independence. Brilliant and ambitious, they studied law and journalism before deciding on a risky separation surgery in Singapore in 2003. After 28 hours, the operation failed and both died from massive blood loss. The tragedy made global headlines, turning them into symbols of courage and determination. Though their lives ended together, their fight for freedom left a legacy that questioned the limits of medicine and the price of individuality. Number 12. Lori and Reba George Schappell. Lori and Reba Schappell were born conjoined at the head in Pennsylvania in 1961. Reba became a country singer and songwriter, while Lori worked in a hospital and supported her siblings' career. In later years, Reba came out as transgender, and Lori stood proudly by him, redefining what love and loyalty can look like. They lived more than 60 years, the longest surviving conjoined twins in history, proving that identity, art, and courage can thrive even in the most extraordinary circumstances. Number 11. Tatiana and Krista Hogan. Tatiana and Krista Hogan, born in Canada in 2006, are craniopagus twins connected at the head. Doctors discovered a neural bridge between their brains, allowing them to share sensations, emotions, and even vision. They can literally see through each other's eyes, one of the rarest connections ever recorded. Despite medical challenges, they live happy, curious lives surrounded by family support. Their story fascinates scientists and inspires millions, offering a glimpse into the purest form of empathy humanity has ever witnessed. Number 10. Masha and Dasha Krivoshlyapova. Born in Moscow in 1950, Masha and Dasha were identical twins joined at the lower body and separated blood systems. Their mother was told they had died at birth, while Soviet scientists took them for physiological testing. For decades, they endured cruel experiments to study pain, temperature, and endurance. When the USSR collapsed, the sisters gained freedom and tried to live privately. Masha died in 2003. Dasha followed hours later. Their lives became a haunting example of both human suffering and resilience. Number 9. Millie and Christine McCoy. Born into slavery in 1851, Millie and Christine McCoy were exhibited as the two-headed nightingale. They sang in perfect harmony and spoke multiple languages, performing across the United States and Europe. After gaining freedom, they took control of their careers, becoming beloved entertainers. Despite their unusual lives, they demanded respect as women of culture and talent. They died together in 1912, just hours apart, remembered as pioneers who turned exploitation into empowerment. Number 8. Daisy and Violet Hilton. Daisy and Violet Hilton were born in England in 1908 and sold to a show manager who trained them as performers. They became vaudeville sensations, dancers, singers, and stars of the 1932 film Freaks. Despite fame, they suffered exploitation until finally gaining legal freedom. Later, they lived quiet lives running a small business in North Carolina. When one caught the flu in 1969, the other died within hours. Their story blended glamour and sadness. Two women forever joined by body and destiny. Number 7. Ronnie and Donnie Gallion. Ronnie and Donnie Gallion were born in 1951 in Ohio and joined from chest to groin. Early on, they performed in traveling shows to support their family, later retiring into a custom-built home. Their humor and positivity inspired millions. The twins lived to 68, becoming the longest surviving male conjoined twins in history. When Ronnie died, Donnie followed moments later, the final act of a lifelong brotherhood that no force could separate. Number 6. Ganga and Jamuna Mandal. Born in 1970 in India, Ganga and Jamuna Mandal are known as the Spider Sisters because of their unique body shape. Joined at the abdomen and pelvis, they share vital organs and move with perfect coordination. They've spent decades performing in Indian circuses, turning curiosity into celebration. Now in their 50s, they live happily with a shared partner and family, refusing any idea of separation. Their confidence and humor have made them beloved figures in their community, proud, joyful, and unapologetically united. Number 5. Shivanath and Shivram Sahu. Born in Chhattisgarh, India, Shivanath and Shivram Sahu became known worldwide after a 2014 documentary revealed their extraordinary daily routine. Joined at the waist with 2 legs between them, the twins navigate life with remarkable coordination, climbing stairs, playing together, and completing chores completely independently. Doctors suggested that separation might be possible, but their father refused, believing the boys were made by God to stay together. The twins agreed wholeheartedly. Now teenagers, they continue to inspire with their strength and optimism. Their story is one of faith, family, and a bond that nothing can divide. Number 4. Rosa and Josefa Blazik. Born in Bohemia in 1878, Rosa and Josefa Blazik performed across Europe in royal courts and world fairs. Joined at the lower body, they were admired for their talent and charm. Rosa eventually gave birth to a healthy son, an unprecedented event among conjoined twins. They lived dignified lives until 1922, when both passed away from pneumonia. Their rare photographs and postcards remain among Europe's most fascinating medical and cultural records. We are now moving on to the top 3 of the list. If you have made it this far, please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to Vault of 15. Number 3. Giovanni and Giacomo Tocci. Giovanni and Giacomo Tocci were born in Italy in 1877, sharing one torso with 2 heads and 4 arms. They toured Europe and America during the late 19th century as scientific and sideshow attractions. Despite fame, they retired young to live privately in Italy. Little is known about their later years, but their portraits became textbook examples of human rarity. The Tocci brothers remain mysterious, forever frozen in the sepia tones of medical history. Number 2. Ayşe and Sema Tanrıkulu. Born in Turkey in the early 2000s, Ayşe and Sema Tanrıkulu are modern conjoined twins who've grown up in the social media age. Joined at the torso, they've adapted to everyday life with positivity and family support. Their story has been featured in Turkish news outlets for its optimism and warmth. Despite global fascination, they live normal, happy lives, attending school and inspiring other families facing rare medical conditions. Their smiles reflect a future where difference no longer defines destiny. Number 1. Chang and Eng Bunker. Born in Siam, now Thailand, in 1811, Chang and Eng Bunker were the world's first known conjoined twins to gain international fame. Joined at the chest, they became successful performers before settling in the U.S. They married two sisters and fathered 21 children, alternating homes every few days. In life, they were inseparable, and in death, even more so. When Chang died suddenly in 1874, Ing passed hours later. Their legacy defined an entire term and forever changed how the world saw human connection. Across history, these twins showed us the power of unity and the strength found in shared lives. Their stories continue to inspire and challenge how we understand the human spirit. We hope you enjoyed this episode, brought to you by Volta 15. Thank you for watching, and remember, the truth is in the list.